Coach, another 3 years apart from qualifying for the Europeans and the World Championships. What are our biggest tasks at hand right now?
I think getting some of the guys that are just coming in the team some experience, and with that experience being able to take more responsibility in games, so that it's not all on one or two guys, but when those guys, maybe like when a player like Martin needs to go out of the game and get a rest, there's other guys that can step up and be comfortable with taking responsibility on the court. We need more guys that can do that. And of course we have guys that can, but they need the experience in big games, so they're more comfortable doing it.
Obviously, when you signed on, you had really experienced guys who had been doing this for 12, 15, 18 years. So right now it's kind of an end of an era, right? And another chapter starts.
Yeah, and they've overlapped a little bit, but now you know, some of those guys that are coming into the program now, they need to build that chemistry, and even though we have great chemistry, it needs to be taken that step further. And like I said before, we need to know how to play at a high level in big games. You know, just it comes a lot from experience, and like you mentioned, that former group that went to Eurobasket in 15 and 17, they'd been together for 15, 18 years, and it finally clicked in the right circumstances at the right time. And we need to just keep working towards that and building around the key guys, but those building blocks around them need to be able to also stand on their own feet, so to speak, and be able to step up and help when those other guys are maybe having an off game or out of the game for some reason. And this is a perfect chance in these next windows for them to build up some of that confidence and experience.
Looking at the team which when you first signed on, looking at the team then and looking at the team now, what do you think in your time with the national team is the greatest accomplishment?
The greatest accomplishment from when I've been here? Yeah, but I think it was you know, of course, a great accomplishment to qualify for the first Eurobasket. But the funny thing is when we did that, one of the first things that popped in my mind is, okay, we did it once. It'd be really great to be able to do it twice, because then it's all of a sudden not as much as a lucky shot. You know, when you can do it two times, then something's going right. But there's been a lot of things along the way. Something that, you know, a lot of people don't see is something to be very proud of. The way these guys show up to practice, and their commitment to the national team is outstanding, and their enthusiasm and the way they get along is a pleasure to be around. You know, but along the way, I've often thought which game was the best result, and there's so many games that sort of feed into one another. It's hard to pick out one instance, but obviously qualifying for the Eurobaskets were huge moments.
Of course, I think everybody in Iceland remember that. But before we let you go, have you decided who is going to tag along in the coaching staff?
Well, you know, I believe in you know, chemistry is extremely important within a team, but I also believe that within the coaching team it's super important, and so hopefully we're going to look to go along the same lines we have now, because I think the chemistry within the coaching group is extremely good, and it's something that I would like to continue, but it's something that we're working on right now.
Thank you, Craig, and good to have you on board.
Good. Thank you very much. Good to be here.